Have you been to LA before?
Never.
But I mean, LA traffic is like way worse than you could ever imagine. So of course I was like, I don't know, it might be a trip, but I went. I end up. They was like, yeah, we'll set you up. You can create yourself for free. We'll do this, blah blah blah. So I went, created myself, and I think I bought two. I bought Ahsoka, and I think the Jedi up there.
Okay,
she's up there. I bought
Ahsoka.
Ahsoka.
I thought you were talking about Sokka. I was like, a what? Not to say his name like that.
What's going on, everybody? It is episode 3 of New Era No Cap. It is I, Avatar Randall. I'm here with my boy Leak. What's going on?
What's happening, my dog?
It's been a hell of a week. It's been a hell of a week, man. It's been a hell of a week. I cannot lie to you. My brother graduated high school on Monday, which was a very odd day to graduate high school from. But I just a lot of traveling. I think I've been on a flight. I don't think I've been in my apartment in New York City for more than 14 days in a row since like March. Maybe since February.
Lately that's probably not a bad thing. These past few days went. Probably for the best.
Hey. That air is crazy, man. The air is crazy. Like nasty, everybody was talking about it, and so like if you follow me on IG, and please go follow me. It's my name. But when I went to the 29th floor of my job just to like get a look at the sky, and it was like an orange hue, but it wasn't like the pictures later in the afternoon. And then like I'm sitting at my desk, and at the Bloomberg Tower, every place has a window, or wherever you sit has a window. So, dog, I look outside and I just hear somebody say like, I think it's getting more orange. I look outside, I'm like, oh hell, look like doom.
Doomsday. Nah, the memes that came with it were great. Did you see the pictures? I know I think I only saw the one that was like in the Citi Field skyline, like it was Citi Field.
Oh yeah,
those were cool. The baseball stadiums were cool. So, but yeah, we got a little bit of it here in PA. The sky didn't change colors; it was just cloudy. But like I would walk out of my job and start coughing.
Bro, you could smell it. You could smell it. Like you could smell it here in the city if you got a strong sense of smell. But yeah, it was crazy.
Like
it was like a faint sense of smoke, or a faint smell of smoke. That's the best way I could put it. It wasn't like, no cookout or nothing like that. But if you was in a place that actually had, or normally, and there's not many places like this, but if you were in a place that had like legitimate clean air, like you was at a park or something, you could smell it. If you was in the middle of the city, you was downtown, midtown, somewhere around there, you couldn't smell it. But
couldn't smell it. That's why y'all was just posted up. Everybody was just walking, vibing.
It was, I wore a mask. They talking about you guys don't value your health if you don't wear a mask. I'm like,
so I do value.
Somebody made a joke. Somebody made a joke in the office, and because someone coughed, and he was like, "Yep, there go that air." He's like, "You basically, if you didn't wear a mask yesterday, you basically took a 12-pack of Newports to the dome."
It's that air. Nah. Dang, I was about to say something. I forgot what it was already. What you talking about? The smell. I think I was gonna say. I know for a second I thought about saying shout out Canada. Oh, on my phone. So on my phone, on the home screen of my phone, it says like that weather right there where it says air quality alert. It literally just said Canada when I woke up yesterday. Like it just said Canada.
Yeah. The satellite videos of the fire and the smoke coming look crazy.
Yeah. I just apocalyptic when you're talking about your Funkos. It's not me, but I got an O'Neal Cruz bobblehead.
Yeah,
so I was gonna. It's not as cool as having your own Funko.
Yeah, like you don't got one of these, man. You don't got one of these.
We're not gonna go out at the beard. I guess it's pretty similar to yours.
Dang, like what you got against me? What you got against me? What I do?
Connect like his.
That's true. Why you airing me out?
Pretty similar.
Damn, that's crazy. I'm getting shot at crazy. That's
pretty similar. It's pretty similar though. It's
They
pretty similar
they
still.
don't, bro. The pre-selections there do not allow for patchy beards. It's just how it is.
Your beard isn't patchy though. It's just like right
It
here.
just don't
That's the
connect.
only
Yeah,
part
that's
that I
yeah.
said didn't connect. So
Let me take a
I
look
feel
at
like,
that.
do you shave that part or it just doesn't connect?
Well, if it grows out, I can make it look like it does.
Comb
But
it down a little bit.
but yeah, exactly. But in essence, like if I shave it down, absolutely not.
Yeah,
Absolutely not.
bro, I've
But
had
you
to
gotta wear it in
shave.
pride. You gotta wear it in pride.
I've had to shave more frequently than I've ever had to shave since I cut my beard. My camera's still tweaking. Like computer problems is crazy. But I've had to shave more recently than I ever have in my life. And it's like if I don't shave tonight, you're gonna see, like, you can already kind of see it growing back, but my clippers aren't the best, so they don't really get to grow. Like I really need the one razor and just, but I cut myself for sure, and I don't want to do that. But yeah, I have to shave like every other day to really, and my hair, it grows in all directions. So if I do that, like part of it'll be smooth, and the part of it will be going like against the grain.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
It's
I don't have
insane.
that issue. I just cleaned it up when it starts to look messy.
Yeah, I don't know how it happened. My computer just froze.
I was
Can
about to
you still hear me?
yeah,
Oh, there
yeah,
we go. We
your
back.
video moving.
Video froze is crazy. Moving,
If you didn't
moving
know,
nasty, ain't it?
Leak is broadcasting from the south side of Gotham City.
I'm broadcasting from a pebble, bro.
And his Wi-Fi is constantly being hijacked by Arkham villains and
Bro,
Batman villains.
Yeah. My computer is a pack of Jello and my Wi-Fi is a pebble. But my Wi-Fi is crazy because it's the whole apartment complex that's bad. And it's not even people here right now. And the other day,
infrastructure
was down.
is bad.
So
But
my Wi-Fi
anyways, enough about New York City air.
too.
You peep Spider-Man?
I did. I watched it last night, and
Okay.
I was in a. I told you I was gonna go. Last night was Thursday. I told you I was gonna go Wednesday.
Right.
I wanted to. It was one that started at 7, and I looked up. It was 6:45. I was like, all right, I can buy my ticket now. But on the website, on the like Fandango and everything, they're like, oh, no showtimes. You can't buy tickets anymore or whatever. So I was like, all right, I'm just not gonna go. But this time I didn't think about going till like, I wasn't gonna leave till like 8:45, and I was like, and even then it was like, oh, no show times, whatever, you can't buy tickets. I was like, it's not that many people in this city, first of all. Excuse me. So I'm just gonna go and just buy a ticket inside. So that's what I did. But yeah, I was kind of a ball of emotion. I was kind of not a ball of emotion. I was liable to, I don't know. It was my emotions were unpredictable.
Did you cry?
Going in? No, I didn't cry.
Okay,
but
I was gonna say,
it
damn.
was one part where I was good. It was a little sad, bro. It was a little sad. I was like, dang. But it was partially because
wait, before we go any further, let us just say in 5, spoiler alert, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is a spoiler zone. So if you continue watching without watching, if you continue listening and watching without seeing Spider-Verse, we are not responsible for the movie being spoiled. It has now been out for a full week.
Yeah,
do better. Keep going.
But so I just talked to this girl, and obviously I talked to women, but so we were like attached to that. We were pretty far in, and then we broke up. We never were officially dating, but we stopped talking. And last summer, she called me randomly. We started talking again, but we hung out one time, but never hung out again.
Okay.
And I think I saw her at a basketball game. She was a cheerleader. So if I watched a Penn State basketball game or a football game, I'd see her sometimes. But so I'm on TikTok 2:30 a.m. I'm on TikTok scrolling, bro. And
this is a great story.
Like I told you,
because the dots ain't connecting right now.
I've been here by myself for a while, so I be sitting in my emotions sometimes, just down bad, bro. I'm on TikTok scrolling, and one of her TikToks pop up on my For You page. We don't even follow each other. She's not even TikTok famous. This TikTok had 40 likes and no comments.
Okay.
And it was just like it was pretty much talking about how she's still single.
Oh man.
So I looked at it for a while. Like I was like, what? Why did you put this here?
Is this a
Like,
sign?
why? Yeah. So I liked it. The most I was gonna do, I was gonna like the TikTok. That's all I did. I just liked the TikTok. It's like if you look at it, you know, is me. It's obvious. My face is on there. All my TikToks on it. It's me. Then I scroll 2 more times, and you know that Dexter's Laboratory video meme where he's looking at in his locker. He's like, "I failed you." It was a picture of him doing that at Future, bro. Like it was literally not the next TikTok, but the one afterwards. It was literally him like, "I failed you, master." And I was like, "Bro, no, no." So I was in my head like considering, and I was trying to talk to my friend about it. She's out in tech, like she knows the situation because she would have been like, "No, don't ever, don't even think about it."
Is that bad?
You know, women. If you know women's and
If
like
you
women
gotta-
who are
if
your
you gotta-
friends, if you break up with a girl, they hate them.
You called it off.
Like
Or it was mutual.
it was mutual. If
Okay.
you don't talk to a girl,
but based
if you
on
stop,
based on
what?
what? Now I was just gonna say, based on like girl best friends be like, if a girl's doing wrong or something like that, and they be like, nah, it's time to move on.
Yeah,
Straight like
but
that.
even if like if you didn't do anything shiesty to that girl, they're gonna hate that girl forever. Especially if you're down bad after you all aren't together anymore.
Yeah, I got plenty of stories like that because I tried to be a field agent, which we'll get to later. But it was not in my game. It wasn't in my behavior. I'm not built like that. But I got plenty of stories like that.
I'm about to wrap up. I'm about to wrap this up and get to actual Spider-Man. So okay, I've been not in my feelings just because of that, but just because of everything. I just been here alone, chilling. So, you know, I get in my head. Getting in my head sometimes. So I just pulled up to the movie theater. I put my big hoodie on, this like fur type hoodie, like fleece, not fleece, but put it on. And it's like I could put the hood on and it's like zip up and I could put it on like that. So like my hood was like this and I had it like that. And I went in there and I went up a couple rows and I sat on the edge and I was just sitting there like this, bro. Just like sitting like that. And
my boy feeling real lonely up there.
So yeah, Spider-Man was real good because it was emotional and it was funny. Then it was serious. Then it get funny again. It was good. I really enjoyed it.
It was incredible.
The ending was crazy.
Yeah,
I was disappointed that the movie was over right there.
So let me jump in and say, when the entire time that I'm watching the movie, I'm thinking in my head like, bro, where is the resolution? When is the resolution going to happen? Because of the fact that I'm like, you know, throughout this entire time, we're going from one plot point to the next, to the next, to the next. And when it gets to the point where Spider-Man 2099 and Spider-Woman and Ben Reilly, which you probably don't know all these, but if you do, kudos to you. But all the Spider-Men and Spider-People and Spider beings are chasing Miles. I'm thinking in my head like, bro, there's not going to be enough time for him to get back to save his dad. This movie is 2 hours and 30 minutes. I'm looking at the clock. The showtime was 10:30. It's around 1:30 right now. Ain't no way. And sure enough, I'm glad that they did a part 2. I thought the ending was an appropriate twist. The only person who called it was my brother, who was sitting right next to me. He was like, "Oh, it's gonna be Miles," because I'm thinking like, who the hell hit him? Yeah. And then I was like, oh, that was hard.
That was great. Like how, because you knew when he went in that little DNA thing and they had already set it up saying that wasn't supposed to be you. Like you saw the whole 42 on the spider and everything.
Right.
So you kind of knew like he's going to go through there and he's not going back to his home. It's like it felt a little bit like a Rick and Morty type of situation.
Yeah.
But you knew he wasn't going back to his home. And dude was like, Uncle Aaron wasn't supposed to be there, but he was there,
Right.
giving money to his mom. For a second, I was like, hold on, what's going on right there? But then
Facts.
I was like,
I was like,
it can't be
no
that
way.
much of a different reality, bro. It
I'm
can't
gonna
be
be like,
that different.
if his dad died and now
He's
his
getting
brother
shiesty.
stepped up, his okay, but keep going.
But yeah, and then obviously I had already seen the memes and stuff. Like it wasn't a full spoiler, but I knew there was some type of different, like I knew there was some type of different Spider-Man. And Andy would make the comment like, "Oh, you took your braids out," but he knew the whole time that wasn't him.
Yeah, exactly.
It was pretty cool.
So it was hard. Like I'll be the first to admit, when the first Spider-Verse was announced, I was like, bro, they doing another Spider-Man movie, and Sony hadn't done a good Spider-Man movie in almost a decade. Like it had been a minute. So I was not excited for it. Then I went into it and I was like, that was pretty good. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
It wasn't like the best thing in the world, but this one I was legitimately excited for. I hit on the shoes, just the Jordans that dropped. So then I didn't wear them to the movie. I ain't packed them because I was back in the Ville. But I would have.
If you had, you would have.
Yeah, they're tough. Like
full Spidey suit and the shoes.
No. That's not my bag. Normally, I mean, if I'm going a full. If I'm wearing a superhero tee or something like that, first of all, it's got to be a hard tee. Like I don't wear no. It's hard. It's hard to get a superhero tee nowadays.
Would have been solid.
Right. Exactly. But I was very, very impressed. Like to the point where like I would go see it 2 more times if I had the time to.
Yeah, I'd go see it again. I'd go see it again for sure. They did. Yeah. I think I'm trying to sound like a movie buff. I'm definitely not. I like how you really saw the parallels between Gwen and Miles.
Yeah,
obviously their dads both being, because I guess there's parallels with all Spider-Men. But yeah, I liked because they're both kind of having that conflict with their dads. Really, Miles was just with his parents.
It's interesting how they developed the entire thing. And there's also, and you probably don't know this, but there's also a nod to the Spider-Men that are going to be in the MCU, because Donald Glover shows up as the Prowler.
Yeah, I saw that, and I figured, I felt like so like Donald Glover's going to be in somewhere.
Yeah, so if you remember in Spider-Man Homecoming, when Spider-Man is in that parking garage, he runs across this kid. He runs across this guy who's like, I think he's selling stuff in the back of his car, selling the Vulture's weaponry or something like that. And he tips him off. That is the Prowler. So and then he says, like, I got a nephew I got to take care of. So Miles is rolling around the MCU somewhere.
Oh, so you're thinking that was like,
no, this
oh
is
no,
a fact.
Like, nah, you're not saying that was the Prowler who was selling stuff, who had the nephew he has to take care of. You thinking that would be like the Uncle Aaron type?
Yeah, Uncle Aaron is the Prowler.
I thought Miles was the Prowler.
No, I'm talking about. Do you remember when he's running through and Donald Glover shows up?
Yeah,
that Donald Glover is from the MCU.
Yeah, I'm understanding. So was Donald Glover in Homecoming?
Yes,
that was Donald Glover in Homecoming.
Yes.
Okay.
But you haven't seen him be the Prowler yet all throughout the MCU yet. And I think they've done.
Oh, he's technically the Uncle Aaron, not Miles.
He is Uncle Aaron.
Yeah.
He is.
Okay.
I mean, I think I haven't watched Homecoming in a while, but
me neither. I didn't even remember it.
It's probably in his file, because if you remember, like Spider-Man swinging around and then he has it's not Jarvis in his ear, but whatever the sound system, his right-hand man and the computer system Iron Man set him up with, that's in his ear, the file comes up and it shows Uncle Aaron. I can't remember his last name. I'm tired of calling this nigga uncle when this is not my uncle. But he shows up and he's gonna show up eventually.
Aunt May, or would you just call her May?
No, Aunt May is I guess he says Aunt May. I say Aunt, but Spider-Man says Aunt, so I'm gonna say Aunt May. No, I'm not. Aunt May.
Like, I ain't calling him my uncle.
Yeah,
my uncle.
But yeah, it'll be a really interesting story, I think Spider-Man probably deserves 3 more movies. They've set up a lot for him, because I don't know how much you're in the MCU, but at the end of Spider-Man 3, the Venom symbiote gets left behind from whatever was going on. Oh, because he opened up the Spider-Verse stuff in Spider-Man 3. And the Venom symbiote gets left behind. So they planted seeds for Venom. They've planted seeds for Miles. I think that's about it right now, but that's enough seeds to be planted in the MCU because they already doing too much as is.
Yeah.
Got too many shows coming out. But back to the main point. I was very, very impressed with Spider-Verse. Like, I hardly ever go see movies at 10:30 p.m. Anymore. Just it's so late.
Oh,
but
yeah, I would have fell asleep.
Yeah. There was a couple moments where I was like, nah, I can't do my people like this. Not Miles.
No, you got to stay strong. It was pretty. It didn't really have too many lull moments where it's like,
nah, facts. That's why I enjoyed it. That's why I enjoyed it. Like even the beginning of the movie with Gwen.
Yeah.
Like, I enjoyed that too. And she is not my favorite character at all because of the fact that, like,
because she's white.
Listen, you said what?
Because she's a white woman?
No, because I'm all for the fact that look, I think in order to create new characters for some of the comic book companies out there, you have to invest in them, and sometimes it isn't always the best thing to do to just be like, here is an Indian Batman. Like, just create an Indian superhero and throw all of your money into it. That's how you build legacy, and it's gonna take some time. But like, literally, if people remember when Miles was first announced, bro, people was pissed. They was not happy that there was a black and Latino Spider-Man out there. And now, 10 years later, he probably has the 2 best Spider-Man movies ever. So it takes time to develop, but you can't stop. And so with Spider-Man specifically, he's such a legacy character where you can throw anybody in a suit and it can work because he's beloved by everybody, and there's going to be a specific crowd or a specific kid growing up that can imagine themselves as Spider-Man. Yeah. But her specifically, she doesn't really move me.
I hear you.
And like, she's not the first Spider-Woman. There's like plenty of Spider-Women around. So she's cool. She's cool in the movie. I wouldn't read a comic. Nothing. No.
How do you feel about I don't know how to say this. I'm a Daniel Kaluuya.
Hey, he was cool. Spider-Man.
I thought that was a good touch.
He was I'll just say this, like, my dad's a big Spider-Man fan, so he passed that on to me. And when I was growing up and used to play the video games, they always used to have all these different costumes in there. So that's how I got to know like some of the characters in there. Like, I recognize so many. I don't even know I don't want to put a number on it because it could be too high, too low. But he was good. Like, I hated his character in the games. So I'm like, bro, who the hell is this activist? Even though he don't dress like an activist, like in the movie, they made him sound like he's an activist. And he looked like a Spider-Man. Bro, in the game, he used to have a guitar. I'm like,
he had a guitar.
That's what I thought.
Oh, you were saying like, in the movie, he had a guitar.
Right. I am not, me personally, when I was a kid, I was not trying to swing webs with the guitar in one hand.
I hear you.
That wasn't my bag. That wasn't my bag. Now, Spider-Man 2099 and a couple of them other ones that was in there, 100%. But him, I thought it was a great depiction of him because he made me a fan. I'm not going to get his Funko Pop, but
no. You know. I might just to represent for a British culture.
I got a Miles over here. Hold on. You're going to be pissed, but
I'm not going to be mad.
Nah, you'll see, you're going to be like, what the hell? Look. I got a Miles over here. But it's the invisible cloak. So whenever I buy, don't say nothing.
I'm not no comment. Go ahead.
But whenever I buy any of them, I try to get something that's like a little different. Because like the design itself, like if you remember in the first movie, I think he spray painted the spider on or something like that. And I'm like, yeah, all right. He need to be stitching that hoe. And then when I was looking at the new one, it was cool, but it didn't really pop out at me. And I really thought that this was going to be translucent.
No, it was
white.
It was just white.
So
I feel like they could have did like a because in the movies it looks more like a blue. So they could have did like a translucent bluish type. That would have been pretty cool.
Well, the thing is, like the Aang that I have, you can't really see it, but it's back there when he goes into the Avatar state, the last episode. it's clear. So I'm really thinking when I bought it, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be hard. But I might still put it on my desk. I haven't decided if I'm gonna get another one or not.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Have you played the new Spider-Man video game?
Which one? The Miles or the first
There's one that just came out, I think.
No, you're talking about the one that's gonna come out in October. I'm going to. I'm excited. I haven't been excited for a superhero video game in a minute because I played the Spider-Man game. I don't know. I tried to play God of War, but God of War was way too long.
Yeah, that was me trying to play Far Cry.
Yeah, I tried to get into Far Cry too. Those games, a lot of those games were tough.
But then it just gets a little repetitive. Like
it's too time consuming.
I figured out how to beat all the side quests without really trying. And then all the main missions that you had to
do. When I played God of War, like, first of all, I was getting my ass beat. Second of all, like, when I got home and I was showing my brother, he was like, wait, you ain't do no side missions? I'm like, hell no. Like, I'm granted, like,
I got enough trying to do the main missions.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
enough time.
These motherfuckers was smoking my ass. Like, at some points in the game, like, I have not raged on a game in a minute, but you ever get on a game and then something goes wrong like 3 times in a row and it's like, all right, I need to save my move. You just turn the game off. That happened with me in God of War a couple different times. It was tough. The game's just really long.
I got a toxic relationship with MLB The Show right now. Like,
go play the Negro Leagues. Go play.
I do need to do that. I do need to do that. But listen, I should have did that first. But now I'm looking at it, I'm like, this is just gonna be like consuming time to get a Diamond Dynasty card that I don't need. Who's not gonna play for me? But
that you're a sicko.
Yeah, I need to. They're gonna give me like a 95 overall. I got.
I don't know nothing about that game. I haven't played a baseball game since like 09,
it's okay.
Maybe.
Nah. But, oh my goodness, I was about to. What did you just? We're just talking about Spider-Man. Oh, games that I actually have the. I think I have the Spider-Man game that came out when the PS5 came out.
Never yeah.
I want to play that. I also want to get Ghost of Tsushima just to.
Bro, my brother be saying Ghost of Tsushima is tough.
I might pop
crazy.
And I'm gonna just sit here. If I smoked, that would be a great game to play a little high, but I don't.
I get in the habit of like replaying the same games over again. Like I have probably
I want to replay Red Dead again sometime.
Oh, I just replayed Red Dead maybe last year.
Yeah,
last year I think it was. Red Dead is hella. You get lost in that game because you really don't have to do nothing. Like if you want to just run around and hunt and just like I'm in the wilderness. Perfect game to do it.
Just come. But speaking of games,
a lot of times
wasting time. Speaking of games, my guy, my quarterback, is on the cover of Madden 24. Man, I haven't bought a Madden in 2. Let's see, the last Madden I bought was 21. So I haven't bought a Madden. I think I bought 21. I haven't bought it in a couple years. But now I kind of have 2 years. Yeah, because I mean, it hasn't been anything.
But it's for different reasons. It's been given to me for free, so
that's fair. If I got 22, I got for free because my friend had bought it and we game share together. So that's why I got it that year. This year, I don't think he got it, so I didn't get it because there's no offline isn't fun.
Hey man, I'm gonna just interrupt you and say right now that he didn't deserve it.
Josh Allen?
Yeah.
Who would you rather get it?
Burrow, Justin Jefferson.
No.
Burrow, Justin Jefferson, Jalen Hurts.
Justin Jefferson would have been fire.
We done brought up Josh Allen a couple different times on this thing, and we have not addressed the TikTok situation, the TikTok rumors.
I still don't know the TikTok situation.
Okay, then we're not going to address it.
But no, Josh. I feel like Josh Allen. I feel like they grabbed the Obviously, it's going to be something they're going to target the way the game plays around him. They always do around the cover athlete, but
they did Mahomes crazy a couple years ago.
The like Bills Mafia and everything that had to be a part of it. So I feel like might try to enhance the crowd or something. I haven't looked at any updates or leaks, but
who knows? I
think Justin Jefferson would have been solid on it. but they messed up the gritty a little bit last year. So
it's all the Madden celebrations are
they
absolutely
still got that nasty Odell
disgusting.
whip in there, bro. They still
Oh
got the
my
nasty Odell
gosh.
whip.
But
Like,
I'll
take
say
that
this:
out.
I think Madden in general, there have been multiple reports by multiple outlets that this is a make or break year for Madden.
Yeah, I
That
believe that.
if and we'll throw the links up there, some of the stories, but that if Madden does not significantly improve this year, that there will be layoffs within EA Sports. And I mean, rightfully so. Not that they should be laid off, but it should significantly improve. The game has stayed the same for a very long
It's
time,
been the
and they've been
exact
able to get
same.
away with
It's
it
been stagnant.
for a very long time. I mean, they had the Fix Madden hashtag Fix Madden franchise thing a couple
Yep.
years ago, and they have made steady improvements. However, the things that happen on the game don't make sense. Like
Yeah.
I play Madden. I go through Madden phases every single time the game comes out. Where I mean, at one point in time in college, I was top 20 in the world. Like
High school, I used to
legit.
play Ultimate Team way too much. I was nice.
Nah, that was not my bag.
I was nice. I
I
was using
didn't.
all my
You had to
movie theater
grind too
checks.
much and spend too much money, and I was
Yeah,
broke. Like
I
I'm
was
like,
using all my movie theater checks on there.
nah. But I think I'm hoping that it gets a lot better because the same people that making Madden are making the college football game.
Are they? I
And
thought they had two different
they
type of
might,
crews
but they're
on it.
not going to rebuild the entire engine or anything like that. They're going to create different modes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But again, like the games are very very similar. If you
They're
remember
gonna be
playing,
too long.
yeah, if you remember playing like Madden and college football back in the day, they weren't too far
They were
apart. That's why
separate. They didn't play. They didn't play on the same engine. Like you didn't
right.
move the same on NCAA, and that's how it
I was
should
going to
be.
say
Like
they were
it should be
similar.
more of an arcadey. I thought it felt a little different, especially closer to the last NCAA. As I thought
I think over
I can see how
time, yeah, I
earlier
think
they
the
felt. Yeah,
PS3.
over time they started
It's
to
been a
separate a
long
little
time since both of us played it, but I remember the running motions were much different.
bit. Mhm.
The hit sticks were different. Like I think you're right. The NCAA game probably did feel a little bit more arcadey, and Madden was a little bit
Like more sim.
solid.
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting. There's a lot going on with the NCAA stuff too.
Yeah.
Because there's people talking about boycotting, and it'll be interesting. They have a year to get it. What, like 13, 14 months to get it right.
Yeah. Do you know how
And
much this is gonna be great podcasting, but do you know how much NFL players usually make from when Madden comes out?
I don't, but I believe that it is a 50-50 split between the players and the owners, I believe. I think Sportico
Okay.
reported that. I'll have to link the story. If I'm wrong, I apologize. But
'Cause,
I
like,
believe it's a 50-50 split.
yeah, because I don't think like it's gonna sound crazy, but like I don't think $500 a player is like not that bad. Like $500 doesn't sound, especially from how much money they're gonna make off the game. You're like $500 sounds bad, but honestly, I don't think it's. I don't. I don't think $500.
You're
Is that
saying it could
bad.
be less, which
Yeah,
I mean, you have to
I
think
think
about.
500
I
is a
think about
solid
it
amount.
in the Fanatics and Jersey Collective thing, where I think the jerseys that are sold for like $140, and the players make like $4, $4 or $5 off of every single jersey. Which I bought one of them, and it's literally a souped up T-shirt. Like I have a Bryce Young Alabama jersey just because I wanted to say that I have a Bryce Young Alabama jersey. Like the thing, I was a big Bryce Young fan, and when he was in college because he was cold.
Yeah.
But I wanted to be able to get a national championship jersey, and you could never do that. And I'm like, bruh, why can't you get any jerseys? Then they roll out this program. And I'm like, all right, I want to buy one and see how good the quality is. It's a nice T-shirt. It's literally like if you went to the gym in some athletic apparel, which you got to start somewhere. However, for $140,
Yeah,
and then the player's only getting $5, I'd be
and
interested to see what is the outcome of how many jerseys are sold and how much money that a select player was made over time when the jerseys were sold.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking about it in a couple different ways. So one of them is based on how many players they're trying to get in the game. I got to think of how many players, just Power 5 in general, how many players that is, even like two deep, even on the two deep, about like that's a lot of people.
Yeah, it is.
And $500 for all of them would be a lot of money. And then the other way is like adding on to that is like if you were to give them out royalties, like maybe it was like a every month.
I don't know. It's a complicated issue to figure out.
That's a lot of stuff to try to get figured out.
Yeah.
So, and also, how much, like, aside from them not getting the game, putting the game out, how much leverage do the college football players have on bringing the game out? Because I feel like if they did it without the college, if they just randomly put a roster together, not using like the likenesses and numbers and everything, I think even the college football players would still buy it.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, even based when I was at the NFLPA rookie premiere, the guys are smarter now. Like,
yeah,
and
sure.
they were smart. They were smart back then too, but they're more cognizant of it. Like, guys want their money. I think there's a little bit of a misconception with NIL that when you see and you go on ones, or it's ON3, I think it's pronounced one. On three. Damn, I fucked that up.
I pay attention to recruiting a lot.
Okay, but when you go on three's NIL database, you see all these people making millions. But bro, not everybody's making millions in NIL. No. Only the best of the best. It's literally just like the NFL, where you got some guys getting supermax contracts and
some people do some people do stuff and they don't even get paid for it.
Right. And then there's guys who are making $25,000 to $30,000, which is great. Yeah. Like it can still definitely change your life and your experience in college. But again, not everybody's touching that money. So with these games, we're getting off track from the Madden stuff, but with these games that are coming out, the college athletes are going to want to be paid. Now, will they all agree? Only God knows. Yeah. Truth be told, I would like to just see how Madden comes out, because of the fact that it is going to be NCAA is going to come out next year. And like I said, I don't think they're going to rebuild the entire infrastructure of college football. And if they do,
unless that's what they've been working on this whole time. But if you start something in 2020 or whenever they announced it, and you're working on, I think, and you have, this is how your game is going to run, and you try to put that out in 2024, it's going to be outdated if you try to use what you used in 2022. So it would make sense that they just, obviously they aren't just going to put a skin on a Madden game. Like, they're going to have, there's going to be some differences, but I would think it would be pretty similar, at least to start with.
Yeah, but I don't know. With Madden, they always missing like minute details. Like, did you see in the trailer that the Cardinals had their old uniform on?
Did the Cardinals announce their new ones yet?
Yeah, they did. They don't look much different. They're still some of the worst jerseys in the NFL.
Oh, I gotta see what they announced. I didn't see it. I know the Titans are about to release some new ones.
The Texans.
We could get into that. Texans, yeah.
But we could get into that. They had like
one day
they had the old Cardinals jerseys. They and then they had the Mahomes throw, which look,
it was like, yeah, bro, that can't be in the game, bro. There's no way that animation.
He's done it one time,
and it was an incomplete. It was like,
first of all, it is the greatest incomplete pass ever thrown.
Like, that cannot be in the game.
However, in the animation they showed it, and here is where I have an issue. He was not tripped. He just threw it like that. When have you ever seen Patrick Mahomes be like, "Gotta fit it in there"?
Like it's Mission Impossible.
Come on, like, I know this is a video game or whatever, but like, we haven't seen enough of that for that to happen. There are things like Mahomes and so many other QBs, Lamar Jackson, do that you can't put in the game. Like the way Lamar Jackson moves in the pocket, and even Josh Allen too. Like, there's been a couple plays where Josh Allen has been running towards the sidelines and he'll jump and throw it back in. Bro, you try that shit in Madden, it's getting picked. Like, so
you're gonna try that. You're gonna try to throw it. You're gonna throw it this way. The ball's gonna come out that way,
right?
Because Madden just works weird like that. They could have, instead of doing that, I think what would have been a lot cooler and went over a lot smoother is if he did a no look pass.
And they have that, but it doesn't look the same.
Like, if they put it in slow mo, like, I think that it wouldn't have got this reaction. They thought that people were gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, that's so tough.
Yeah,
I gotta get the new Madden." No, people were like, "What the hell is that?" I do not want to see this, because in the game,
if it happens in the game, I'm turning the system.
If it's in the game, it's in the game. I've seen it in Madden 22, and I've seen it happen to my friends when my friends are playing 23. You're in the pocket and you throw a deep ball. You're throwing it 50 yards down the field, and the quarterback hops on the back foot, throws it like that.
Yeah.
And it's on the money,
Yep.
55 yards down the field. And I'm like,
Yeah, you're talking about the animation where he's on his back
how?
foot and he's like that.
Yes, and he jumps up and he throws
Yeah.
it. And I'm like, no way. But if I throw it, if I'm just jogging out, rolling out the pocket, throw it to someone in front of me, it's going to go behind him, and the linebacker who's covering someone else is going to pick it off. But he's going to throw it like that, like he's
that's facts.
like
And I think they're
James
trying to
Bond,
improve
I
it
don't
through
know.
skill
Reeves.
pass making. But anyways, we'll have to see. We'll have to see at the end of the day.
Passing on so many times.
Yeah,
No one uses it. Just let me throw it to the person. Hold it longer for a bullet pass. Tap it for a lob. In between.
Man, you old head. You old head. Anyways, the other sports news that happened this week is the PGA and Live stuff. Man, are you a golf guy?
No.
Neither am I. Great.
Not super into golf.
But
I've watched it when I've had bets on it or when I was working.
Same here. And I think it is fascinating. Like, if you've followed the PGA and Live stuff, Live is funded by Saudi Arabia people, and and PGA is America's. If you don't know the tension between the United States and Saudi Arabia, then I don't know what to tell you, because this is not going to be a history lesson. However, that tension came right on over when Live was created, and Live basically bought a bunch of players to come play for them, and the PGA asked some of their players and their golfers to remain loyal. Some golfers did, some golfers didn't. What were the payouts for the guys who went over to Live? Anywhere from like 25 M's to like hundreds of millions of dollars. So lots of money.
And they still got to play some of the PGA majors.
Yes, they did. And so now, and the PGA, I believe, banned some of the players. It was like a lifetime ban or something around that, where like you could not play in the PGA if you played for Live. And then, so like the players who remained loyal, for example, Tiger Woods was offered $800 million to play in Live. I think Rory McIlroy was offered $500 or $600 million to play and Live. They both denied it. They both denied it.
Like, money isn't everything, but I've done
right.
Especially from Tiger, bro. I'm not winning any major soon. Given
everything that's going on,
I'm getting that, bro.
And so, not even 3 years after, they're at each other's necks. They're at each other's necks. Now we have this deal where they're working together, and you have golfers that are upset. No one knows what the hell is going on. And look, if my parent company came to me and said, "Yo, stay loyal. We gonna win this war. We got them. Like, we ain't rocking with them. Stand by my side. We need you." I'm like, all right, cool. You know, they offered me 9 figures, right? Bro, yeah, we got you.
And not on the bottom side of 9. On the high side of 9. And you know they got
M's. Not 100 M's. Got it. 400 M's. 500. And then they spin the block and take the money that was offered to me.
Yes.
I'll be angry for the rest of my life. Bro. My kids could be born. I'm gonna be sitting best.
Just mad. Even though I'm already got generational wealth, I could have had all my generations.
400 M's, 800 M's.
Even if it was 100 M's, who's getting that in a golf contract?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, that's why everyone's talking about the guys who are making a whole lot of money and stuff like that. But there were guys who were offered far less, who were offered 7 figures, which again, 7 and 8 figures is great, because if you are a not lower level golfer, but if you are not someone who is consistently winning, there's a chance you may never see that money. You may make a decent amount, more so than, regular Americans, but 25 M's, man, I'll be on a plane out there tomorrow. Now, the social side of things is where things get tricky and they have to figure some stuff out. I have no idea what is going to happen, but it rocked my work world this week.
And it's like, there's no way PGA was winning that, like, the PR battle of it.
Oh no,
you're not winning that. Live is still good because Live doesn't look bad in it.
Yep,
Live looks great. They're like, we came over, took your players, and we played in some of your tournaments,
we took you,
and now we just got you. So
we take
big
you.
Bank, take a little bank. Give me your bread. Give me that. I need that. Give me that. And now they're about to try to do the same thing in soccer and football.
Hey man, we'll see. We'll see. That's a little bit more complicated. But
not
the
even with the
live,
players, but I saw something saying like the Saudis want to like they want to be able to play with the big
yeah, they
European
want to get in
clubs.
they want to get in the Champions League and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like they want to be able to build that stuff up. Which look like if you got money that's growing on trees, of course you're going to have players. However, I think what could happen is you're going to start seeing clubs and leagues put bans on them. Like if you go and play over there, you're not eligible to come back in these tournaments and things like that. That could happen from just the social side of things. I don't know that it will, and I haven't heard that, but I could see it.
It almost happened. The football federations, they don't play around, but it almost happened.
Yeah, we know why. I mean, we're not going to get into it today, but
it almost happened when I don't know how closely you follow international football, but
Super League.
They tried to do the Super League, and they said if you make this, y'all not coming back.
Yep.
And they were like,
the Super League has tried to happen a couple different times, and I think the last time was probably the closest that it came because, I mean, it eliminates the reason for the Champions League. It eliminates a lot of the different things that I think soccer culture, football, excuse me, for anybody who's football culture worldwide has. So it's going to be interesting to see the way that Saudi Arabia continues to try to penetrate the sports world. This is a very big deal, and it's still developing. Like there is no the news broke. We are not even halfway through the plot. I'll be damned if we're even 40 or 30% through the plot. So we'll see. We'll see. It'll be interesting.
Sports are just becoming more and more money hungry, bro. And it's not even it's not even the athletes being money hungry, bro. Like people are going to talk about NIL all day. Look how much these conferences are making. Look at what these conferences are doing, bro. We got USC and UCLA playing schools in the Midwest on a schedule. Like, what do you mean you're in the Big Ten?
It's crazy.
Oklahoma, what are you doing in the SEC? You're not Southeast. But I'm okay with that. We're going to listen. Florida let's 35-3 win over Texas. Oh man.
Archie Manning gonna have something. I think Arch Manning is gonna have something to say about that.
Arch Manning not even gonna be on the roster. White boy ain't gonna be on the roster.
Maybe
be eating lobster and pasta.
All right, you're getting way too down this. You know way too many of these songs.
That's the first two lyrics. Take time.
You know way too many of these songs. You said money hungry. You see what's happening to brother Zion?
I don't even know if I could call him brother Zion, bro.
Oh,
but I gotta I'm not.
Let's not before we go ahead. Let's not get on his head too much because it's starting to be bullying.
Mad at Zion, bro. Like at the end of the day, he didn't do anything out it's just kind of weird.
Yeah, it is. I agree. The thing about I guess the elephant in the room to me is that this is going on all while you have not played more than half of your games within the league. That is what is alarming to me. And look, everybody's personal life there's probably NBA players who have done, similar things. You hear about it all the time. The way these guys talk about podcasts, if you are working in sports, man, you've been in some events where you're like, he wilding like that? With this specific situation, it's just like, dog, and I don't know if you remember when he was at Duke when it was the Snapchat thing, right? You're right, exactly. Yeah. I didn't want to go too much into detail because you sound crazy, but you saw the Snapchat video and literally it's the exact same thing all over again.
It's just not a white girl this time.
Yeah,
and black porn stars. That was my part of it, though. Not that exactly, but part of it was okay. When the picture of him and the young lady who is the mother of his child, when that picture came out and no one knew who she was, no one knew what she did. Everyone was like, "Yes, Zion beat the milk allegation."
Exactly.
Yes. And then Mariah, she come out talking crazy, saying, "Oh, this is the porn star, and he does stuff with me and this, that, and the third." And then everyone just flips on him. Oh, he's a weirdo. He's this, he's that. He's not this, not that. And then it's 3 days later, she's still dragging it on. I'm like,
I'm gonna grab the mic
come
and
on.
say this. One of the biggest artists in the world had a child with a porn star.
Drake.
What are we talking about here? And he didn't reveal it. Another man did.
Yeah.
Pusha T did. Now, like, granted, completely different situations because rap and this whole thing is just very, very strange. I mean, the situations aren't even remotely similar, and except for the fact that both of them had intercourse with a porn star. Yeah, it's getting weird. It was funny. Yeah, it was funny. It was funny in the beginning. Now it's just like, all right.
She started stretching it, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
she's still talking about it. I'm like,
and she's hurt.
She's trying to come
That's
at
the
his
biggest thing.
character. She's trying to come at his character, like sexual character, saying he's a sex addict. Ma'am, your industry. That's how you make money off of sex addicts.
Right.
He talked to you because you were if you weren't a porn star, no one would know you.
Yeah, it's very, very, very strange.
It is. And I kind of was not interested in it pretty early on. Pretty quickly.
I thought some of her beginning tweets were absolutely hilarious because, like, I can't believe that her biggest issue with the entire thing was that I wasn't the only one. Like, were you his girlfriend?
He gave me tickets to a game. I bet he does that to a lot of people.
And then she was like, "Oh yeah, he put me in a hotel and with a bunch of other women, and I didn't really like that. This writing was on the wall."
What do you mean? She was like,
"Anyways, I don't want to shame.
You're a sex addict. Now, let's see let's search your name. Let's see what happens. Like, I don't know. I think people are just in. Given she put it out, so it's kind of like not that we're in their business. She kind of put it out there, but I mean, I didn't get the. What was the purpose? I didn't get the purpose of it. So just to make him.
And now she's talking about, like, I'm being threatened. You're responsible for it. How is he responsible for?
You did this.
Anyways,
no one would know this happened. No one would be coming at you if you just didn't say anything.
And I'm sure that this happens to a lot of women, and it isn't just her. I'm sure that this happens to a lot of women, and it isn't just her. Where guys are sleeping around, and all of a sudden you're like, wait, what? You come out public about it, and now, like, for anybody that it has happened to, you come out public about it, you're going to make him look silly, but the longer you talk about it, you're going to look silly.
You're going to look silly because we're going to be like, okay, you're stretching it now. We get it, but we can't do anything about it.
It was funny for a day. It was funny for a day. Do not try.
The jokes are going to switch, bro. The jokes are going to group chat. The internet's going to get bored, and the jokes are switching on you. You laughing too much.
Exactly. It's like being at the table where somebody get a joke off on you, and you like, all right, that was a good one. Then they keep saying it days later. I was like, all right,
yeah,
you said it a couple of days ago. It happens to one of my friends all the time.
We get it. Oh, my friend, this one joke. He's still not being. He got to show us. He got to show.
You said he. What do you mean?
Like, the thing is, he's scared to talk to women.
Oh wait, this goes right. Wait, before you go any further. We might as well get into the next topic, the last topic.
I'm a segue god, bro. We can. You thought that was not intentional? We can make these happen.
Oh man. So last episode we broke down our summer plans, but with the summer coming up, we might as well define the shooters. And for everyone listening right now, a shooter is a free agent in the streets. It's someone in the streets looking to take their target out the game. Now, take their target out the game. Taking your target out the game is whatever your mission is with consent. So if your target is to get that girl's number, then if you get the girl's number, then your mission is complete because you make your mission. If your target is to hit a home run and that happens with consent, then your mission is complete. If your target is to date this woman and you end up doing it, your mission is complete. So, a shooter can be a man or a woman. It doesn't really matter. But the game is
whatever you identify as. You can be a shooter.
Exact man, woman, LGBTQ.
All the pronouns.
Exactly. The game is a relationship verse, and in my humble opinion, the goal is always to get your person and get out the game. The longer you stay in the game, the more trauma you have, the worse shape you're in. And not everybody can hide their scars unless you stay in the streets forever. So there's some people who abide by my advice, get your person and get out the game. And then there are others who float around in the streets like trash in New York City. Every shooter has a skill set. So let's jump right in and break it down. You want to start at the bottom or the top?
Let's start at the bottom, man. That it goes well with what you were just saying. They got their woman, they got their person, and they out the game, man. That's the retiree. They got their jersey might not be up in the rafters, but they got what they came here for, and they're out.
Exactly.
They're out the game.
I'm a retiree. I'm a retired sniper, man. I used to be a sniper back in the day. One day we'll have my girl on here, and Malik, you could be the judge of who got sniped, because I would say I sniped. I laid the trap. She would say she sniped. Anyways, I'm a retiree. I got I wouldn't say she sniped. She would say she sniped.
I know she would.
But yeah, retirees, they get their person, get out the game. A lot of retirees are in the Faithful Men associations, whether it's the Faithful Black Men, the Faithful Asian Men, the Faithful Latin Men, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Some are not.
The Umbrella Association.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So how many retirees you know that are our age?
One for sure.
Damn.
Two, because my roommate's one.
Okay.
My boy.
Faithful White Man Association?
Home. He's an Asian guy.
Okay. Faithful Asian Man Association. How long have they been together?
Last summer, so probably going close to a year, I think.
Solid.
She came down here over the winter.
Okay.
It was cool. Got to meet her. They're both pretty lightweight, so they had to leave early. I was like, y'all need to go home. I was like, y'all need to go.
Oh man.
Definitely for sure two, probably some more, but like as
I don't
close
know
friends, definitely two.
I know a couple here and there, but like there's levels of respect with retirees. Like you said, if your jersey's in the rafters, it's because you are a 4-star, like a 5-star guy. You are part of the Faithful Man Associations, and your faithfulness has never folded once. There are some people who are retirees that ain't really retirees, that miss the game. They miss being outside. So
they love the game, man.
Anyways, a step up. If you first entering in the game, there's a good chance, if you didn't spend a lot of time with older individuals or your environment was not nurturing to this point, then you were a private. A private, nothing ever goes right for you. Every time you shoot your shot, it missed. And it don't just miss, you airball, you hit the side of the backboard. Like, you never hit the whatever you're trying to hit. And the worst thing about it is you're often a liability in group settings. A private can kill the vibe of whatever group setting you're in if you miss a shot very bad, because now nobody wants to be around you.
But you gotta go through this private. You gotta go through a stage of private. Now, how long you're at private, it may vary.
I cannot lie to you.
At least one time.
I cannot lie to you. I have a private in my friend group. It is sickening. I
have one who's done private things, like he made private actions.
Okay,
but he has a girl.
Oh, so he was a private and he got out the game. He got shot.
I don't know what happened. Their relationship is a little rocky. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but damn, like help. I'm like, brother, I don't know what you want us to do. You got to get yourself out of that, bro.
Man.
But yeah,
I have a private in one of my friend groups, and it's nasty. Like, he got the worst game I've ever seen. Easy.
Yeah.
Easy. Like, if we was rolling with him, and the thing about it is, like, first of all, he's not no ugly dude. He could pull if he had game. So when we are out in functions and like he don't be doing what he say he gonna do, or he get somebody number and then don't do nothing with it, I'm like, man. Anyways, a step up from the private is a corporal, which, as you can imagine, a corporal is someone who it's literally just a step up. You're shooting more. you're hitting the rim more. I mean, every now and then you might get a layup. But corporals normally have like a high level of shame. If they, once you start making your shots, when you start missing, it gets embarrassing.
Yeah. Yeah. But you gotta have that DB mindset, that next play mentality. That's when you really level up and you get out of that corporal range, because you can't. Not every shot's gonna go in, man. You got to get that rejection, let it roll off your back. But and you got to know what you did wrong. Sometimes you didn't do anything wrong. That's what I tell my friends. Like, oh man, it's her fault. She doesn't like you. I'm like, or she didn't want she didn't want to give you her number. It's her. It's on her. I'm like, no, maybe she just didn't think I was cute. Maybe I'm just a little ugly to her. That's okay.
Part of the game.
The game is the game. Not for everybody, man. Like,
Other side of a corporal to me,
don't stop shooting.
I mean, that is the trigger finger. The trigger finger is somebody who shoots at anything. Which, again, like the same way that a private can ruin a function, a trigger finger can too.
Yeah.
Because if you are in a function and a guy will not stop shooting his shot, now you just look like the groupie.
Yeah, now you look weird. Like, you're making us look weird because we brought you along. Like, you gotta play for the name on the back of your jersey, but you gotta play for the logo on the front too.
Facts.
Like, we brought you here. You making the organization look bad. Like, come on. You gotta pull him to the side. You gotta be like, hey, slow down a little bit, man. Like, it's just not even about all that. Like, we just here to chill. Like,
no,
you didn't even drive here, bro. You have no transportation home. So what is the purpose of you trying to shoot right now?
Hey, look,
just chill.
It's the worst when you got a trigger finger and then the function's over and y'all walk into the same car together. So it's not just your boy.
Yeah.
You provided him transportation to ruin the vibe.
Yeah.
Because then the thing is, afterwards, you always hear about a trigger finger later. Through whatever lines of communication you have.
Your boy was acting crazy. Randall, your boy was acting crazy. Don't invite him no more. Like
my friend,
you either gotta say that's not my dog like that, or he be wild sometimes.
I tried to help him, he wasn't.
Yeah. But it's gonna be Randall. That's your boy.
Facts.
Get them together.
Facts.
Get them together, man.
What you think is next? Scout or loose cannon?
I feel like we'll go yin and yang to it. Let's go with the scout. Let's go with the scout.
Every squad, I feel like a scout is an instrumental position in every squad. A scout needs to be able to provide the stats of the person you're shooting at.
Yeah, I mean,
and just to define a scout, we haven't defined a scout, so I'll define it. A scout is somebody who hardly ever shoots. They literally be in the group chats knowing everything about everyone, where it took place, when it took place. They know all the details, but they never shoot. They be in the chats like, hey man, shorty is bad. Like, I bag her. Then they get in a perfect setting to bag somebody and they don't. That's a scout.
They're quiet as a mouse.
Now, I think every friend group needs a scout because you need people to be able to tell you about what you're getting into. However, the scout has got to upgrade to the next position that we'll reveal in a couple minutes down the line. But I think a scout is essential.
Yeah, I'll say something about a scout, man. You know, you have your group chats where, especially if it's a lot of single guys, you know, just like women do, you know, people, I think they send guys in the group chat. I don't know. But you know, might send it. Oh, who? Then people, you might send somebody. You get the who is that? And then someone might say, "Yo, get on that," or they say, "I'm working on that." But in the setting, in-person setting, and you say, "Hey, yo, you see her over there?" And they're like, "Yeah, she bad. What you gonna do with that?" Nothing. Okay, me. We'll get into me later. Let's finish out the archetypes.
Yeah. A loose cannon is next. A loose cannon and a trigger finger are very similar, but a loose cannon is literally liable to do anything at any point in time. And where a trigger finger is a trigger finger is the bad kind of this, a loose cannon can be good because like a loose cannon can start the party. A loose cannon can end the party. A loose cannon is liable to get upset when somebody reject them. A loose cannon, if they drunk enough, they liable to come back and go off and be like, "Hey, bro, that bitch." I'm like, "Hey, whoa, relax."
I'm gonna go to my car.
Yeah,
get my other gun. I'm like, whoa, relax.
I haven't had a loose. Well, I know a loose cannon.
People like that.
Yeah, I don't know too many, but I've seen them in functions where it's just like that motherfucker is wild.
Heard stories for sure.
There was look. Here's a quick story of a loose cannon in high school. We were at a party, and I can't remember. I'm not going. If you was there and you listening, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. We were at a party, and a guy. There was a girl who looked real good. She was definitely one of the top tier women in the party, and this guy was an athlete, and he came in with his entourage, a bunch of other guys. I don't even think he was the leader of his group, if there is such thing as those things. But he came in and he saw her where nobody's really dancing or anything like that. And he grabs a chair, slams it down on the ground, loud as shit. So everyone's like, oh shit, like what the fuck going on? Somebody get in trouble? We turn around and he's sitting in the chair and he points at her and points at his lap. And then she just looks at him like, that is a loose cannon move. And then he had to live with that.
Can't control.
He had to live with that for the rest of the night.
That's real no shame.
But no we were looking at him like, conscience. I can't believe you just
did that. You thought that was gonna work? Cold call like that?
Only way, and I would never even do this, but only way in my right mind
all that attention.
That is my girl.
And I'm still not calling all that attention to it.
You slam a chair down? Man, we was in there like, bro, we got back to school on Monday and we was like,
I should have threw tomatoes at him. I wish y'all had tomatoes. Just bombard them with tomatoes.
Bro, we was literally looking at bro, did you see? I'm gonna say a name. This isn't his name. Did you see Xavier? You're gonna be like,
what did he do? Yeah, I saw him. He acting crazy.
And then this girl was in the school district, so we used to pull up to the games and see her there, and that was very strange.
Cause now you messed her up too. Cause now she thinks she got that, I don't know,
stench
but it's like, if I was her, I'd want to know, why did you think it was okay to do that to me? Like, what about me said I'm gonna
what is the name of those what was the name of those dancing pants? I call them dancing pants the girls be wearing. It'd be like they're like leggings. They normally have like a floral print. I can't remember. Flare pants.
Like bell bottoms type shit.
Nah, flare pants.
I don't know if bell bottoms are jeans or what, but I know what you're talking about. But
don't embarrass yourself right now.
I don't know. I thought I know they got the like on the bottom they both sides,
I'm talking about, they're called flare pants. When those first burst on the scene in high school, yeah, they was like that. But
anyways, let's get back to it. I don't know.
Let's get to your stage. Let's get to your stage.
That was okay for him. That was okay thing there. My state, what am I? Because we know you retiree. We know you retired.
I'm a retired. I'd say there's 5 stars. I'm like a 4-star sniper.
All right. So we didn't go too. I guess we talked about snipers a little bit. We didn't go too.
I can explain what a sniper is. A sniper is the upgraded version of a scout. A sniper knows a lot, but they don't always shoot. Sometimes they're plotting. I was a plotter, and the opposite side of a sniper is like, you can overthink things, and you end up not shooting. That was, I'd say, my weakness at different times. However, a sniper is somebody when they shoot. They what was the name of the quote that was in American Sniper? It was like aim small, miss small. I think that's what he said. Like that's kind of like a sniper, and so you shoot at specific targets, and your success varies on the shooter. I've seen some scouts who thought they were snipers, but I mean, I think towards the end of my college career is when I was at my best. But then I got sniped.
You see, you got sniped. I thought you said you sniped.
I mean, it depends. I think we both sniped each other, but if we had to choose who got sniped, I I sniped.
Okay.
Anyways, that's a sniper. That's a sniper. One of my best friends is a sniper. But yeah. If I'm
Okay, so
outside,
go ahead. If you
I was going to say
outside,
if I was outside, I would still be a sniper. I wouldn't be a field agent
yeah.
because it's just not in my nature.
Now, you had said corporal earlier. Was corporal and field agent the same thing?
No.
No.
No,
Okay.
a field agent is polished. A field agent has low level of shame. Like they know the game. When they outside, they know the dangers. They know the risks. They normally know how to move in the operation, like in the function. That's a field agent to me. I've seen some like I know there's definitely a field agent in my friend group because every time we outside, like he has no shame. Which again, a friend with no shame can be good or bad. But the best field agents are the guys who can assess the situation, shoot their shot, have a good time, not be too pressed, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, for sure. I think I'm somewhere. I'm in the field agent gray area. Like,
okay,
to have no shame, I do think I have a little bit. I ain't gonna do everything crazy. Sometimes I steer clear. Definitely not. Definitely don't got trigger finger. I passed that stage. You know, you go private where you don't shoot at nothing.
right?
Then you might overcompensate, end up at trigger finger, but then you
Mm-hmm.
gotta bring it down to a healthy medium. So I definitely say somewhere in the field agent gray area. Like I can easily.
Would you? So if you're a field agent, we're gonna say you're a field agent because
Right.
that's what. If you were a 1 to 5 star, where would you rate yourself right now?
Right now,
Mm-hmm.
in this current climate, I'm pretty low. But listen, nah, I'd say a strong like mid to low tier 4, high 3, or a 3-star with great offers. Like 3-star got Alabama.
So
Got good
basically,
schools looking at
you're
it.
in a little bit of a valley right now.
I'm in a solid spot. Like I can. I'll just say it with like some of my experience. Like I can go out and not shoot at all, or I can go out and shoot a good amount. If I go up, shoot, miss, I have no problem with that. I'm okay. Walking away, being fine with it. But usually, I at least leave with something. Like I at least leave with a number. I don't really do Snapchat. Like if a girl says, if I ask for a girl's number,
Snapchat is a curve in 2023.
Yeah, if I ask for a girl's number and she says you can have my snap, I say never mind, have a good night.
Right.
And I go away. Sometimes I ask for the Instagram because I don't. What's the point of using Snap? Like I got people.
I think first of all, anybody Snapchat isn't as bad as Facebook is becoming. Where like the people who didn't jump from Facebook to Twitter are a little out there. Snapchat is becoming this thing of like, why are you still on Snapchat? Yeah. Like if you don't have, like the only reason I'm on Snapchat right now is because like I have a group chat in there.
Yeah, some group chats.
Other than that, like if you actively communicating on Snapchat, like you still got streaks. How old are we?
Oh, but I don't have like it's people got a list.
How long are the streaks?
It's sometimes they're long, sometimes I miss one.
What's the longest streak you've ever had?
Oh, ever?
Yeah.
It might have got up to
2,000?
No. Oh. God, no. 200. my snap score isn't even 100,000. I don't think.
I knew some people who was pressed about snap streaks. Like,
yeah,
they used to get grounded, and they used to be given their passwords. Like, yo,
here's my password. Keep these going for me. Keep these alive. Insane. I like that. Like, yeah, I'm at 99,399 is my snap score. So
I'm not checking mine.
I just check it because it's right there on my phone. But yeah, like I'd say I'm a field agent. Like I can make something happen. Like if I go to a bar, this is what I say. I'll go to a bar by myself, and I'm usually like, I don't even intend to, but I'll end up having at least a conversation with a woman there.
Yeah.
Maybe get a number. Will it go anywhere further than that? I don't know. With my luck, probably not. But I usually end up having some kind of conversation with a woman. Whether they come up to me, women are weird, bro. Women are weird. They'll just come up and order a drink next to you.
Yeah, that's how. I mean, where I live in New York, that's happened a couple different times. But here's the thing that my girl don't like about me is that I like to talk. So like, I enjoy conversation, and quite frankly, I am very, very good at conversation. So like, if a woman gets into a conversation with me, I'm not
gonna
at
look like
all
you're flirting.
interested. Or she's going to think I am. I'm like, oh no, I'm just having a good time in this conversation.
Have a conversation.
Like for example, here's a perfect example of this. Like 3 weeks ago, it was like a month ago, something like that. I sat down at the bar.
Don't incriminate yourself.
I'm not. I sat down at the bar, and like, look, this is a resto bar. I think that's what they're called. That I go to pretty frequently. And so I sat down, and before I even get the menu, because I know I normally order the same thing. She's like, the bartender is like, "What do you want?" And she says the drink that I normally get. And I'm like, "Damn, it's that type of night tonight." And she's like, "No, I've just served you before." And I'm like, "All right, well, now that you got an attitude, I'm gonna fix it. We can talk the entire time. End up having a great conversation. Nothing came from it, but now every single time we see each other, it's like good conversation from that moment. But like things like that, where it's just like weird. There are other bartenders who would like legitimately, and I'm sure you've seen this, that try to flirt.
Try to get that extra. Try to get extra.
No, I'm not.
Extra money.
There was one time
I tip generously, anyways. I feel like I probably shouldn't, but I tip pretty generously.
I tip based on service. If the service is good, food comes out good, I got you. And for in New York, the way drinks expensive around here.
Hey, drinks cheap here. In New York, I'm not tipping like that, bro. I don't got it.
When you start giving me free drinks, just know you're getting it back on your tip.
Oh, facts.
Straight like that. You give me, like, in New York, a drink can range anywhere from like 10 to legitimately 22, 23, 25 if you really somewhere expensive. If you give me a free mimosa,
total is usually 25.
Yeah. But like where the places I be going, because I'm there so frequently, a lot of times I drink for free. They know they're gonna get it back on the tip. Yeah. That's how I roll. Like they know this. All right, we're gonna give you this drink for free. Cool. It's on the house. All right, you're gonna get your 10 back. Yeah. Straight like that.
And it's I don't like that. I don't like the whole. I guess I understand that. I don't like the whole sharing of tips that bars.
Oh, I hate that. I hate that. Because I'm like, I want to give you the money. And I don't keep cash. I'm gonna put zero on this. But what's your cash at?
Like I'd rather because bro just been sitting he been sitting on one corner talking to his boys the whole night. I don't want him to get one penny of this $7.50 I'm about to give you.
Facts. But
like $7.50 was a super strong tip.
Anyways, before we get to the last and final stage, because these people are rare breeds. Are you trying to get out the game?
Bro, I would like at the moment, I would like to.
Now, what is your in terms of getting out the game? What's your mission? In case just putting out, hey, come on in, type of sign.
Let's see. On the dating apps, that's what they call it. They call it short-term open to long. That sounds crazy, but short-term open to long-term. Like, listen.
I think that's fair.
If you only here for if we only hang out for a month, but it's a cool month, I'm okay with that. And we don't. And
no, here's my question.
On no problems. But if we in here for the long, if we get in this thing, and we just in here for the long term, and we just moving like that, I'm okay with that. Like, what am I looking for? I'm done with the
situationships.
I'm done with the casuals, man.
What was I about to say? So let's just say you get that, but she's also has a rotation. Is that a go?
I mean,
let's say she got a 3-man rotation. One of the guys takes her out to dinner. One of the guys is her cash guy. Another guy is she has 2 company guys. You're one of the company guys. How you feeling if that's the situation?
Honestly,
too long to answer.
If I find out, bro, I'm gonna be hurt, bro. If I find out, it's gonna put me off, bro. Don't let me find out, bro. You gotta handle it right, bro. You can't run a clunky
Hey,
3-man weave.
Hey, the reason that I was always hurt in the past when girls used to do me dirty is because I was a very transparent guy. Like when girls used to ask me, "What you trying to do?" I used to be like, "This is what I'm on."
Yeah.
And I would never lie. Like if someone said, "Like, yo, I saw you with this person. This is what it is," I'd be like, "Yeah, it wasn't really much," and that's what it was for the most part.
I'm definitely not lying if someone asked what it was. Like if we just were texting, maybe FaceTimed. Someone asked,
Right.
"Yo, I heard you were talking to her." I was like, "I mean, we weren't really talking. We never hung out."
Talking has a completely different definition nowadays.
Oh, I heard you was on that. I mean, we've texted before. Like,
right.
I'm also not going because also you don't need to know all my business. I don't need to tell you everything. Who are you?
Hey, that's facts. That's facts. Especially at Hampton, bro. Hampton, the circles was so small. Like, I remember one time I posted this girl on my story, and people was like, "That's you," and I'm like, "Bro, I just saw her. Like, I'm a nice guy. That's all it was."
Yeah.
Granted, we definitely ended up talking later, but at the time, it wasn't. And then, like, I still hear about it to this day. I'm like, bruh, it wasn't even nothing for real. Anyways,
you can't even have friends without. You can't even have women friends without people assuming you on
facts. Unless
you on that, nah, that's the homie, bro. Don't be
but
gross.
I think women's the internal dialogue within women, and I'm guessing here. Sorry, I'm to the women who are listening that I'm jumping into women's business. I try not to do it too much, but I'm going to in this instance. I think that women have dialogue about men the same way that men have dialogue about women. So if there is something along the lines of like, guys be like, "Oh yeah, I saw him with her," blah 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 blah. Then girls definitely do the same thing. Like I saw this girl with him, and but I just don't think we ever really hear about it because unless you have guys who talk to women frequently and like are in, really good guys, not guys who are just like, slide up under your shit or like try to take your girl or anything or take your prospect, then you never hear about it. So interesting times. Anyways, I think
women will tell if her friend said she saw you with someone else, you probably stopped hearing from that girl.
Facts.
No matter what it is. Unless like I had a friend in Bowling Green. I have a girlfriend here too. Not a girlfriend, but woman friend here. Like people think we would date, but no, that's just the homie. And at a certain point, enough people ask where now they just know, no, that's just his friend. But until then, if they see you together, if you just mysteriously stop hearing from this girl,
that's what it is. And then if you the worst thing is when you ask about it and then they think you're lying. And it's just like,
like,
what do I have to lie for? I know you got some trauma, but like I thought I was a pretty straightforward guy.
You're being insecure. But all right, what's the next thing?
Bro?
Because we already get into
the final stage is a rare breed. It's a rare breed. It's the super soldier. A super soldier is a guy who they just hardly ever lose. They take their L's with pride. They get a lot of wins. Like I think I probably met less than 10 super soldiers in my lifetime. And all of them are like they have done things in instances where I'm like, oh, he's got it. Like he's got it. Like that's not my bag, but his bag is deep. Like he's a guy. And we got a couple guys in our group chat who I think I have not seen their super soldier traits, but they talk like super soldiers.
I haven't seen them with my own eyes at work, but one of them I know he tried to play it off like, nah, I'm not. They try to be real humble with it. No super soldier
Miles.
is going
ain't
to
that
be
Miles?
Like,
that's Miles, ain't it?
They try to be real humble with it, bro. They're like, nah, I'm not.
Miles is the opposite of Jew. Bro. Miles is the opposite of Jew.
Yeah,
and granted, Jew one of the hey, Jew is one of the guys that women be talking about are sassy on Twitter.
Look at yeah.
Oh man, but
bro, Miles
100%.
He did a BN activity, a bad nigga activity earlier today. Posted it on I don't know if he posted it on Close Friends or on the story, but yeah. Girls like, I'm going to get my hair done, nails done, this, that. He was getting this.
Saw that.
I think it was
I
good. Yeah, he was like,
I was like, Oh, he's outside. He's outside
He
for
was in
real.
his moment. He's in his element.
He's
He was in his
outside for
element right
real.
there. I said,
He's
listen,
out.
let me
Now
go.
the thing is, I also
Yeah,
think that the super soldiers, how high you are on a 1-star to 5-star depends on the environment. If you are a super soldier at CAU or Spelman or Morehouse or Hampton or I haven't been to every HBCU, so I'll just say the ones that are elite to me. Those 4, and I'd say Spellhouse and Clark Atlanta, and Hampton. If you were a super soldier on those campuses, you're legitimate. I think I knew like 1 or 2 in high school. I was like, yo, he's moving. Like, first of all, the Ville ain't even that big, and he's moving like that.
Listen.
So, how many you think you know? Well, let me put in a 2-part question.
I don't know any crazy ones. Like 5 stars. I don't know any 5-star super soldiers. Like, because no one's really like. First of all, I'm not in people's.
Lori Harvey is a 5-star super soldier. For people who are listening, Lori Harvey is a 5-star super soldier. Everybody that she shot at,
Pete Davidson
never missed. He's another one. Oh my god,
he's prolific.
Yeah,
and they come in. You don't see him coming, man. Like anyone who's bragging. Well, nah. Anyone who's like real braggadocious about what they're doing, it might be lying. They might be telling the truth because they just got that type of confidence. But yeah, I'm the type.
Most of the time, they don't really speak too much though.
Not really.
They don't, and it'd be the little things. Like it'd be the little things. Like you see a dude. Like for instance, if there was a guy who just said hi, hello to this girl, and then he just walk away, and then like I see them walk into the car together, and like I know they didn't come together. I haven't seen them in the function together, et cetera, et cetera. I'm gonna assume, okay, he's like that. That conversation was less than 2 minutes, and she's going to the car.
Is that Duke Dennis? Come here. Is it? Bro, I tried to do that in a bar one time. That's how I know I'm not a super soldier, bro.
Oh man,
I tried to do that. I was like, nothing happened. I said, okay. I literally started laughing in the bar because I was like,
hey, look, when you get out the game and you got you a good one, it makes you feel like a super soldier. I cannot lie. If you get it, you said what?
I've been there. I mean, I guess.
Oh,
it wasn't good for me.
You and your feelings.
It wasn't good for me, man. He said that. But in the moment, it felt great.
I've been there before, bro.
I've been there before, man. That was me.
Oh man, but anyways,
maybe one day. Nah,
we'll start to bring guests on at some point soon. Maybe we'd get like 6-7 episodes in. We're going to classify the guests that come in, and you're going to classify yourselves. If we've seen you in person, if one of us, because there's a good chance that neither one of us has seen you in person at the same time or even on separate occasions. But if we have, then we are going to classify you. And if we haven't, then we'll give you the honor of classifying yourself. Now, in terms of class, we ain't gonna ask nothing crazy like, "Yo, send me who you with." Like that's weird.
That's not asking how many bodies, bro.
That's
do you
very strange.
Okay? This may or may not even make it into the episode because I don't even know if I want to keep this in there. But like,
probably the best episode yet. I think last episode was pretty cool, but I think
it's gonna keep getting better, man. It's gonna keep getting better.
Sure. And for our friends that are listening, if there's anything you'd like to see us talk about, of course, hit the IG chat. We're going to continue to get better on social and things like that. But for now, until the next time, which will probably record again next week and go from there. But until the next time, this is New Era.
No cap. I'll see y'all later.
Yep, we out.
And right now, single thing ain't doing it.
Ooh, he's trying to get out the game
for a little bit. At least,
oh man, he ain't
really trying to get out the game. At least have something that has the potential of getting me out, bro. You know, right now I don't got no parole hearing, nothing. I don't got no hope of getting out.